The Exchange at 25 Broad, sponsor of this webcast, invites you to visit our remastered model residences.
Good day, I'm Jen Benepe, and this is The Real Deal. At the top of the news, a report by the Federal Reserve says that the mortgage meltdown has been contained. Total Manhattan apartment sales in 2007 are forecasted to top 2006 sales, and Mayor Bloomberg shells out $40 million for a Madison Avenue mansion. That and more on The Real Deal webcast this week. But first, some highlights from this week's interview. The subprime debacle has been top of mind for everyone these days. But how is it affecting the New York residential mortgage market? I talked to Ken Evans, Senior Vice President of Preferred Empire Mortgage Company, to get his take on how deals have changed and whether the New York market is in for some significant price corrections.
I believe that the New York market will not be as affected as other areas. When I look at the fundamentals of our situation, our economy, where we are and so forth, the clientele that we work with, I believe that the market is still going to maintain itself and move forward.
Can you give us an idea of how this whole crisis has changed expectations with appraisers and how it has affected the valuation of properties by them?
Well, I mean, the last appraisal I looked at was about an hour and a half before I came here, and the appraisal value was higher than the purchase price.
For the full interview, click on the link below. And now for the news. A Fed survey of business executives reported that the housing market's problems hadn't damaged the rest of the economy. The Beige Book said the credit crisis made mortgaging more difficult and that the weakness in the housing market deepened, and it said that credit was still readily available. But a report from the National Association of Realtors said that new contracts for sales of existing homes tumbled 12.2% for July to its lowest level in more than 6 years. Despite the market's current uncertainty, Manhattan is on pace to top 10,000 apartment sales this year for the first time, according to appraisal firm Miller Samuel. The mid-year count was a little over 7,400, about 87% of 2006's total, and about 300 deals short of 2005. Sales have exceeded the 9,500 mark only twice since 1989, in 1999 and 2002. Mayor Michael Bloomberg reportedly paid $40 million for 1014 Madison Avenue to James Graham and Sons, the city's oldest family-run gallery. The house is next door to his mansion at 25 East 78th Street, for which he paid $45 million last year. The new purchase measures 10,821 square feet, and the two combined would total over 25,000 square feet. A block north, the mayor's townhouse is 7,000 square feet. Developer Harry Macklowe has leased about 20,000 square feet of office space to the financial firm China Finance for more than $110 per square foot. The space is on the 20th and 21st floors of 1330 6th Avenue. Speculation has swirled around the possibility that Macklowe could lose the General Motors building, which he put up as collateral for a $7 billion multi-property purchase in February. Developer Sheldon Solo bought 20 West 57th Street for $60 million, or just over $1,600 a square foot. The 26-story, 37,000 square foot office tower went to contract in January and officially closed on July 8, 2007. Studios at the Trump Soho Condo Hotel, which range from 422 to 540 square feet, will begin at about $1.2 million and command upwards of $1.6 million. One bedrooms up to 791 square feet are listed at $2.5 million or higher, even though residents cannot occupy their units for more than 120 days per year. At the Ludlow, another high-end rental development on the Lower East Side, 2 bedrooms will start at over $5,500 per month. National Financial Partners has leased about 100,000 square feet atop 340 Madison Avenue, a building recently redone by the Macklowe organization. Macklowe sold the building to Scott Lawler's Broadway partners last fall. National Financial took the 19th through 21st floors at asking rents of $90 a square foot and will move out of 787 7th Avenue. Developers hope Flushing's commercial boom will extend to the large swath of office and retail space proposed for the 75-acre redevelopment of Willets Point in Queens. Currently, the area, which is dominated by automotive repair shops and junkyards, is the subject of a proposal by the city's Economic Development Corporation to develop 500,000 square feet of office space and more than 1 million square feet of retail, along with a new convention center and housing. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Real Deals webcast. Remember to click on the link below for this week's interview. Please join us every week for the latest in real estate news. I'm Jen Benepe, and this is The Real Deal.